Wherever children play, we find their drawings. These early scribbles deserve more attention, for they can reveal to us the world of the child. During the kindergarten years, we see the child progress from his first primitive scribbles, gradually acquiring the important elements of art, which will enable him to compose a story picture. For the 3-year-old, drawing is like play, a natural language, and of course, an art. At 3, there is no need to teach Jerry how to draw, just as there is no need to teach Bobby how to drive a car. He picks it up all by himself. The teacher provides the proper materials: big crayons, pure paints, large sheets of paper. Children are alert to rhythm and movement. Wherever rhythm occurs, it attracts their attention and appears in their work, in the movement of an arm, in the broad strokes across the page, in the turning of a wheel. They are quick to respond to any rhythmic movement, even of things they do not understand. Hannah, like many children, prefers brush and paint. She likes the wetness of the medium, for it's always fun to splash. There's great pleasure in the smearing and spreading of colors. It's like messing with mud pies. If we ask Hannah for the meaning of her painting, she is not yet able to tell us. Her painting simply indicates that she is healthy and alive, alert to the rhythm of movement and enjoying the splash of colors. At 3½, many new elements are mastered. Paul holds the crayon firmly. The movement of his arm is more controlled. His strokes are much shorter. There is something definite on his mind, something he must express. But he will reveal the meaning of his drawing only if we urge him to. Paul lives near the shore. His father is a sailor, and the movement of the sea is repeated over and over in his scribbles. For the rhythm of waves, he creates his own symbol. Up and down moves the sea. Up and down, up and down. Once the sea was stormy, and his father's boat in great danger. Not only scribbles portray children's impressions, dots also convey their feeling for rhythm. Each dot is a soldier who entered the village. The lines are the fences they built. And this is a letter to Father. Do you know what it means? Each mark stands for a word, just like Mother writes. There's rhythm in the twinkling of the stars. The dots are the stars, but it takes a stroke to make them twinkle, a dot and a stroke. An airplane circles in the sky. Around and around we go, round and round. There's also rhythm and excitement in flowers growing in the field. And again dots. A cat jumped from the table to the chair and ran away. About the age of 4, there's a turning point in the child's development. She suddenly begins to organize her lines and relate them to the page as a whole. A design is created. At the same time, she discovers the closed form, a line which closes upon itself. This is a very important step in her further drawing activity. Design and form are the elements of all art. Now the closed form opens the way to a more representative drawing. And at 5, the child has grown in his mental perception, and out of his daily experiences of touching and seeing, a picture image emerges in his mind. Drawing is now his most natural language, for it transfers directly the picture in his mind to the paper. Drawing becomes an outlet for their new mental energy. It absorbs them completely. The image of a tree is clear in Tessa's mind. Therefore, we can more easily identify her drawing. Here is Uncle George's immense beard, which Judy loves to tug. Ellen was greatly impressed by the tiger at the zoo, but when she drew the bars across his body, she turned him into a game of tic-tac-toe. Danny knows exactly how to draw a house. Every house has a window and a door. Here live his uncle and aunt, whom he visits every Sunday. Because drawing now fulfills the purpose of a language, some pictures, like some words, become dry and stereotyped, but they really mean a lot to Danny. After he discovers the symbol for a certain form, he usually repeats it over and over. He draws the outline of the house because it is in the outline that the element of rhythm is clearest. Children copy from each other, but Mary adds her own chimney. Children should not be encouraged to copy stereotype drawings. For the child, the ability to paint does not grow with mere deftness of the hand or copying standard forms. The ability to paint springs from the freshness of their impressions, their response to color, and above all, their imaginative vision. Karen chooses her colors with great care. She develops her design as she paints. Her paintings are distinguished by a deep sensitivity to color and to balance. When Karen paints a house, she stresses the elements of design and movement. She has preserved a strong feeling for rhythm from her earlier childhood. Marcia now controls a variety of forms, and by relating the house, the man, and the sun upon a single plane, she composes a story picture. It's a long way the child travels between 3 and 5, from the aimless primitive scribble to the conscious perception of form and design, and emerges with a composed picture story.